So probably by now you've heard, which if you haven't, I find it a little hard to believe, especially if you're on D&D TikTok, that Wizards has announced a new kind of live subscription service version of Dungeons & Dragons known as D&D 1, or One D&D, or D&D 360. At this point, I really don't know and I don't care. Not to say that I don't care about D&D in general, because it's brought me a lot of joy and made friendships over the years. It's just that this whole thing seems to have everybody up in arms, and to me it's just business as usual, so to speak. And I've had some time to review and kind of digest the Unearthed Arcana article that's come out, and of course we'll be getting more material as time goes on, but I haven't seen anything that really has me up in arms. And the one thing that I say to all of you, for as far as anybody who's watching, if you don't like it, you don't have to necessarily play it. And I don't know of an easier way of saying that. But what I mean is, let's look at 4E. A lot of people view 4E as a complete abomination. They really didn't like it. They didn't have fun with it at all. So what did people do? Well, of course, they made their feelings known, as you should, but ultimately they went back to just playing 3.5, or as a lot of us affectionately call it, Pathfinder, or D&D 3.75. So at least in the meantime, again, still make your opinions known, make sure that, Wizards knows, based off these playtests and this material they're giving to us, how you feel about it. But ultimately, if it's still not your cup of tea, so to speak, or you don't support the direction that they're taking this, then we still have 5e, which is still a fairly good system. And that's also the beauty of being DMs and players, is the rules in these books are really more of just a foundation. They are not anything that's necessarily set in stone. Ultimately, it comes up to us as the players to try and have fun, in whatever form that might mean.